Hello, this is the Backyard Mechanics series, and I'm putting a brand new water heater in here. I'm replacing this one. This one was temporary anyway, so stay tuned. We'll be right back and we'll go through the motions. Yep. Hello, welcome back to Pine Meadows Hobby Farm. I'm your host, Jerry Hansen, and this is the Backyard Mechanics series that I have on my show. I've done several episodes on this RV, and in today's episode, we're just replacing the old temporary, it was a temporary one, water heater. The other one had frozen and blew out the tank, so we had a spare one sitting in our inventory, so we just swapped it out. So this time we're just gonna completely get rid of this one. Maybe I can repair it and use it somewhere else and keep it on standby just in case. We'll see. I don't know. But I've got to drain this. The water's off. So let's get this done. We're going to remove the drain plug. Okay, we're going to remove this one here. Don't forget to turn your gas service off. And remove your gas line. Now we remove all these hex nuts. Okay, I got a Ziploc bag to hold the hex nuts because we're going to keep that with the water heater. I also got the plug in there, keep all my parts together. And then I got a putty knife to help get this thing, because I caulked it around there to get it sealed in there. Yes, you're coming out. Yeah, you can finish draining the water out of there. Now be mindful, you've got your wires here. So you can disconnect those, put the wire nuts back on. This is your 12 volt. Now we got to work the gas line through that hole. We succeeded. And remove the old unit. And set it aside. Now I can look at the bottom to see where that other leak is. Yep, we got leak right here. So I got some more repair to do. But these tanks are replaceable. You can just purchase the tank because the water heater components are still good. So just buy a new tank and replace that, and we'll just put it in our inventory and save it for an emergency backup. Who knows? I may install it into the tree house. Hint, hint, hint. Okay, I want to get this all cleaned up. Okay, once I'm satisfied this is cleared off, I'm going to go ahead and go to the next phase. Alright, I was able to go online and purchase with this water heater a new cover which matches this opening. This is the cover. And so I'm going to install the cover. So apparently I got to install the cover before I install the unit. And it slips right on like that. Okay, and we got screws that screw from the outside. Okay, here's the different screws we've got. These are what mount the frame to the coach itself, and these little screws is what I need to attach the outside cover to the water heater. So we're going to grab those. Okay, I got this propane gas extension hose. It has a male end on one side, female end on the other side. Now this is 1/2-inch NPT, hooks it right into this one, and I extend it right in and hook it right into the original gas link. On this coach, I have to install the AC because the previous heater was hardwired in, and I just want to put an AC outlet in 110, so that's what I'm doing here. Once I get the outlet installed, plugged in, and this is the switch which activates it, then I'll just go ahead and move to the other wiring and carefully selecting the proper wires on the thermostat that came with the device. Okay, now we move on to the electrical, just hooking up the wires. Follow the instructions in the pamphlet that comes with the unit, because each coach is going to be wired a little bit different from the existing wiring on this switch that activates the heater for gas. Now I want to emphasize that the wiring, I'm just going to show you how I hooked up the wiring for the coach, which is right behind this wall. You can use the existing wiring. You don't have to run any new wiring. You just have to know which wire is 12 volt power positive, which is usually red. And then you need to know which one is your signal wire, which typically is blue. And then the only other wire that you're going to be concerned about is your negative wire. That could be black, brown, green. So we have a green wire hooked up to the appropriate wire here. It's a green wire to the black wire. So now that I got it all wired in, I'm not ready to put the plumbing in yet because I want to have it seated before I do the plumbing. So I got a sealant. So we're going to caulk this following the instructions, and then we're going to screw it in to the surface. Now it's time to fasten it into the coach, line it up, and use the screws supplied to get this set. Now I showed you this before on how to take this off your fingers. Just rub it in the dirt. That's it. The dirt will cling to it and you can wash it off. And that's how I get all the stuff off my finger. Let me wash it off in my pocket. See? Nothing left. So that's a homestead hack for you. So the exterior install on this is done. The next step is just to go ahead and plumb it with the appropriate new plumbing fittings. So I'll be back in a video second, and we'll go back in and we'll finish up this project and do the plumbing, but this is done. Okay, it's time to hook up the plumbing. I'm not going to dialogue this. I'm just going to videotape to show you guys what I'm doing, because each unit is different, and there's going to be a difference in what you guys run into. So this is what I encountered. I had to go down to the hardware store and buy some components to make this work. So let's make it happen. Okay, be sure you get fittings that fit NPT. These are 1/2 inch NPT, which is the difference between what I got is an NPS. NPS is straight and NPT is tapered. So these are the tapered ones that I'm going to put on there. Okay, Jeremy's going to help me turn the water on. I got to go in and see if there's any leaks. So I'll show you which one to turn on. Let's see. Turn this one on when I say on, and then if I say off, turn it off real quick. Fingers crossed. Hopefully no leak. Okay, turn it on. No leaks so far. Working the air out of the water line. So those shark bite fittings work excellent. You just push. And I don't see any leakage at all. This is cool. Water heater still filling up, working air out of the line. Okay, it looks like all the water's out of the line, or all the air's out of the line, and the water heater is full. And no leak. Yay! Now I just turn the water heater on the electric, and then wait for the water to heat up. And then we'll have hot running water and running water period in the coach. Yay! So I love it when I get victory over something. So the water heater, brand new water heater, is installed. Now this is a 12 volt and 110 volt. You can use gas or shore power, what they call it, to heat your water. So it's a dual water heater. Again, I will leave a link down below so you guys can check out the water heater. Be sure you check out the size that's suitable for your application on your coach. Thank you, Jeremy, for helping me with that little thing. But yes, water heater victory. Now, furnace is next. I got to install the furnace next. And then later this summer, we're going to be doing some repair on the roof. So stay tuned for that. I'm your host, Jerry Hansen. This is Pine Meadows Hobby Farm, or a frugal homestead tucked high in the Cascade Ranges of the Pacific Northwest. Please stay tuned to more videos. You can do that by subscribing, clicking that bell icon. That'll let you to new videos as I upload them. Give us 2 thumbs up if you can. No, you can't. You have to just 1 thumbs up. Leave a comment if you will. And stay tuned for more adventures right here at Pine Meadows Hobby Farm. Bye-bye now.